Ryan Giggs arrived for the second day of his trial to hear the woman he's accused of assaulting describe in graphic detail the events of that night in November 2020. Kate Greville said she'd already decided to end her relationship with the former footballer for good when another argument began during a night out in Manchester. When she returned to the home they shared to pack up her belongings, he followed and a struggle began. He pushed her backwards, she told the jury, and pinned her to the floor. He pushed her head into the ground. She thought he'd broken her elbow. That's when he came up to my face and headbutted me, she said. He came at me from nowhere, grabbed me by the shoulders and headbutted me in the face. I said, I can't believe you've just done that. I was in shock and fell backwards. My lip instantly swelled, so I put my hands over my mouth and I was really worried because I could taste the blood and thought he'd split my lip open. All the other times he'd hurt me, this was different. He really wanted to hurt me. He looked me straight in the eyes and headbutted me. When she wanted to call the police, he said, you need to think about this, Kate. It will ruin me and ruin you. He was saying, think about my job, think about my career, think about my kids. And I said, then you shouldn't have done it. Earlier, the court had been played Kate Greville's police interview from the time in which she described a number of incidents over the years. In one, she said Mr. Giggs had grabbed her wrists and dragged her naked out of a hotel room. In another, he kicked her so hard in the back she flew off a bed. He then threw a bag containing a laptop at her head, leaving her, she said, crying her eyes out on the floor. The jury was shown a number of images of injuries alleged to have been caused by Mr. Giggs. She said at the start of their relationship she thought Ryan Giggs was her soulmate. It was the best thing ever, she said, a love story like in the movies. But she was already seeing what she called red flags, abusive messages and threats to reveal things about their relationship. Ryan Giggs left court having heard his former girlfriend say she felt isolated and helpless in their relationship and that's why she went back to him. He denies the charges against him. Her evidence continues. Greg Milam, Sky News, Manchester.